athletes are doing a practice for you, if you see turns are a weakness amongst the group, stop. Teach. Work on those turns. Okay, make turns a priority.
Ya, jadi kalau Anda disarankan kalau lihat ada atlet anak didiknya yang kembalikannya malas-malasan, di stop semua ya. Dikasih tahu untuk dia bisa perbaiki.
Okay, so there are a lot of different concepts common to all turns. How deep you go off the wall, your kicking strength, how many kicks you take, when to begin and when to start swimming, when to break that streamline. Obviously, your streamline, your core strength. There are lots of things to focus on. When you're working on short axis, so your breast fly and some of your iron turns fly back, rest the three turns. Very important that you work on knees to chest, bringing those knees up to your chest. We'll talk about that in a second.
Ya, ini adalah ciri umum ya, atau konsep umum dari kebalikan ya. Biasanya ketinggian dari temboknya, ya kan, kekuatan kaki, ya tadi juga dibilang streamline, ya banyak sekali konten itu kekuatan perut, otot perut, ya tapi nanti kita akan bicara semua di slide. Ya, kebalikan yang poros pendek seperti gaya kumpul, gaya dada, ya itu kadang-kadang kita harus kita harus membawa intensitas mungkin ke dada kita. Dan nanti juga bicara.
Okay, this is not the best picture. It's not my favorite picture, but it's a good picture that shows a basic idea of the push-off position. Okay, ideally you want a flat back. You want those feet and legs to be in a 45-degree angle. Okay, I don't like the fact that you're not in a streamlined position. Those arms should already be streamlined. Okay, so again, this is that position we talked about. How we push off the wall every time, mimicking a short axis turn.
Ya, ini ada gambar dari kebalikan. Ya, bagian kita punya rata, ya terus sudut dari kakinya juga oke. Ya, jadi ini adalah contoh dari kebalikan. Makanya dari setiap latihan tadi pagi kita lihat anak-anak waktu dorong dari dinding terus wall sudah harus seperti pada saat mereka kebalikan.
Okay, this is a good video here. So Colin Jones is 6 feet 5 inches. Garrett Webergale on the bottom is 6 foot 4 inches. These are big, tall guys, taller than me. Okay, and we talked about it earlier when we were outside. When we do our turns, okay, we're thinking of being small. When we swim, we're being tall. So the whole idea behind the turn is tall, small. Tall into the wall, small for the turn, get back into tall swimming off the wall. Tall, small, tall.
Ya, dua orang perenang ini, Belajar sama beliau ini, ya tinggi, lebih tinggi dari coachnya. Tapi kalau kalian lihat dalam pembalikan dia jadi kecil. Ya, jadi dia berenang, pada saat berenang tinggi, panjang, pada saat pembalikan jadi kecil. Terus balik ke panjang lagi. Ya, itu adalah contoh pembalikan.
So my point again is these are super tall guys, 6'4", 6'5", and they're able to get on that freestyle turn into that small, tight ball. Okay, that makes the fastest turn possible.
Dan orang-orang yang tingginya 4, 6, 5 kaki itu sekitar 90 semua ya. 92, 94. Mereka yang segede itu aja bisa jadi kecil.
Apalagi kita yang kecil.
Ya. Salto jadi besar jadi kecil. Dan segede itu mereka.
Keburusan.
So here's Wadecki getting ready for a 800 freestyle turn. Again, I want you to see how small she's getting into that wall.
Ini lagi, nomor satu di 800 meter. Ya, saltonya cepat ya. Disebut 800 cepat, salto itu cepat dan kecil.
Another misconception amongst younger swimmers is this need to lift their head to create momentum into the forward turn, forward flip, somersault. Again, as you swim, all it is just putting that head down, going right into that somersault.
Ya banyak kesalahan yang dilakukan anak-anak yaitu pada nomor satu dia akan dulu mulai baru dimasukin. Ya yang seharusnya mereka langsung masuk ke kepalanya untuk buat bola.
Nathan Adrian, 6'6", 240 pounds. Big, huge animal. Okay, look at how he's able to get into that small, tight ball in and out of that turn.
Ya ini Nathan Adrian 66 kaki ya atau 196, 197. Jadi bisa jadi sekecil itu pada saat melakukan pembalikan.
Okay, again, this I do like this picture because it's not Kayla Ledecky or Nathan Adrian or Michael Phelps. Okay, with that being said, there's still some polish that needs to happen here. But the idea is simple. Okay? Getting a small, tight ball. Okay? Again, my only frustration here is those arms should already be out in a streamlined position.
Ya, ini adalah contoh yang pakai terang-terang dunia ya untuk memberikan harapan kepada kita bahwa itu bisa kita lakukan ya kan. Ini contohnya dia sekuennya ya, jadi berenang salto, kepalanya langsung masuk, bagian dulu, kemudian dia buat bola itu yang paling penting. Tapi yang terus saya ganti ya posisi streamline, tangannya waktu mau streamline ya.
Of course, we're all big Fenice fans here. Okay, that's the best swim gear company. But there's another one called Tier, TYR. This is an actual advertisement Tier, and I think it's hilarious. Because you have one athlete who's pretty much in the correct position again. I'd like to see that streamline be a little bit tighter. And then I have no idea what to do. Okay? So again, don't believe everything you see on advertisements, Instagram, social media. Okay? Good picture to remind you of the good and bad of sports marketing.
Ya ini kita semua di sini penggemarnya Finish ya kan, tapi dia ada satu brand yang lain yaitu TYR atau Tier. Ya ini ada satu advertising dengan gambar seperti itu ya, yang lucunya adalah yang foto di depan terlihat betul pembalikannya, tapi foto yang satu lagi nggak tahu ngapain itu orang ya. Jadi pesan dari coach saya jangan tertipu dengan gambar-gambar yang tenang-tenang ya, ada yang betul ada yang salah. Boleh buat compare mana yang betul itu yang salah.
Alright. So the breaststroke turn, very similar to the butterfly turn. Breaststroke and butterfly are identical in the turn, what we're trying to accomplish. I want you to notice the most important thing about this breaststroke turn are those knees. I've told you the 3 things I tell athletes when it comes to butterfly are hips, hips, and hips. When it comes to breaststroke and butterfly turns, I tell them the 3 most important things are bringing your knees to your chest, bringing your knees to your chest, bringing your knees to your chest.
Ya, kembalikan gaya dada dan gaya tubuh itu sama. Ya, dan ini adalah contohnya. Ustaz bilang kalau kembalikan gaya dada dan gaya tubuh itu biasanya dia selalu mengingatkan hati-hatinya untuk apa? Lututnya di bawah sampai ke dada, seperti itu. Jadi bawah sampai ke dada.
Feet placement, we'll talk about. Okay, but ideally, we talked about this morning when we push off, we're pushing off on our back. We want those feet to pretty much be straight up in the air, not straight up, pointing straight up. We're trying to push off on our side. We want them to be about 45 degrees angle, a 45-degree angle towards the side at which you're pushing off.
Ya, ini tadi juga kita latih ya. Pada saat salto, posisinya telapak kakinya ya mengarah pada sekitar 45 derajat keluar. Sama kayaknya. Ya.
So again, we practice our push-offs. We talked about that. It's a very important skill. You can essentially double the amount of turns that you're doing. You can have all that much more turn work. Okay, this is just a little clip on push-off position. Again, feet pointed up, knees bent, bottom arm meets the top arm in a streamline. Starting now. I'm sorry, one more. Find that streamline position, push off. Just going a little deep, but I think that's just for the video, the camera.
Ya, untuk dari sendiri ya, posisinya ini yang tadi kita udah lihat ya. Udah kita praktekkan sama anak-anak. Jadi kalau pernah lihat kembaliannya ya semuanya. Yang paling penting adalah membiasakan lutut ini dekat dengan dada. Kalau enggak, ya enggak biasa. Jadi ya nanti efeknya waktu salto lututnya juga jauh. Kalau kembalikan ya, lututnya juga angkanya jauh.
Okay, I talked about how the blessing that you guys have being near the equator, swimming outdoors 99% of the time, you get to have shadows. This was a nice day for us, so we got to do some shadow streamlining. Okay, but again, a really great opportunity for the athletes at a young age to see their streamline, see how good it was, see that what they're doing right, see what they're doing wrong, and learn from others very easily.
Ya, ini contoh untuk anak-anak 2009 karena kita dengan panas, kita bisa melakukan shadow streamlining ini. Ya. Bisa melihat bayangannya, bisa tahu dia lurus atau
Ryan Lochte at the World Championships. This is, I believe, in Indianapolis. Okay, maybe not. But coming off this wall here, okay, he's already got the race won. He's got a big lead. Turns can be powerful. You can win races because of turns. You can lose races because of bad turns. Ryan Lochte, Michael Phelps, Christoph Milich, Elak. These are guys that are incredible at making a difference in their races with their turns.
Ya, kembalikan sangat penting ya. Kita bisa menang dalam satu lomba karena kembalikan, kita bisa kalah juga dalam satu lomba karena kembalikan kita jelek. Ya, kalau dilihat, Angkos, Endoki, semua orang-orang jago itu mereka punya perbandingan yang bagus.
Okay, Phelps and Beijing. Again, look at the depth. Anyone counting the dolphin kicks? I think it's 9 total. Could be wrong. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 dolphin kicks. This is on the last wall of the 200 freestyle at the Olympic Games.
Ya, Angkos kembalikan. Setelah kembalikan dia masuk agak ke dalam karena dia melakukan 8 kali dolphin kick di 50 terakhir 200 meter.
Okay. Again, Phelps, his quote after this race. All right, we're worried about, but his quote was, this is 100 freestyle in a relay at some point, one of the Olympics. He was talking about how he was able to get under the weight off that wall, and he came up a half body length ahead of everybody off this wall.
Ya, ini kembalikannya gimana Angkos ya? Ada videonya tapi dia bilang dia setelah kembalikan dia melakukan water, dia keluar itu udah di depannya yang lain. Ya.
Okay, this is U.S. versus France, 2016. Jeremy Stradius trying to play catch up. Okay, he's catching up into the wall. Nathan Adrian comes off the wall. Travis tries to go under and deep. Nathan Adrian said, no way, I got this. So again, it's not always going deep and underwater that's better. It's figuring out what your strengths are as an athlete and playing to those strengths.
Oke ya, jadi kalau udah kita nyobakan tadi ada dolphin kicknya, jangan itu bukan berarti satu patokan harus 8 kali misalnya. Kita harus bisa lihat anak kita itu bagus atau enggak dolphin kick.
Mau memaksimalkan.
Kalau kita lihat tadi kan, anak dia cuma 3 kali langsung berenang, sebelahnya Australia ya. Sekali harus berenang dalam kali malah 3. Padahal udah nyusul kembali.
All right, so some drills for freestyle. Okay, flip turns, tuck turns. Okay, you're starting with one hand on the wall, or you can gently push off the wall and kick in. But the goal here is you're pretty close to the wall. You have to get in a very small, tight tip in order to perform the fastest turn possible. Okay, so the goal here is you're compensating and really focusing on getting that small, tight wall.
Ya ini tuck turns ya drillnya untuk latih mereka ya. Jadi kaki tangan satunya pegang di sini terus buat bola sekecil mungkin dengan cara dagunya di sampai dia tetap jadi kecil ya. Ini bagus juga kalau misalnya tadi ada yang membalikan kepala diangkat dulu baru satu.
Not worried about this right now. No. All right, going back to the breaststroke turn. Okay, Taylor McCown. Again, what are we thinking about when we're doing a breast or a fly turn? Knees to chest. Okay, Taylor does it really, really well. Notice as well, a mistake I see a lot of young athletes make is they're touching and they're turning, they're opening up their body, okay? The idea of bringing those knees to chest, okay, is you're going back this way. right here, and my knee is into my chest. I'm just here, pushing off, going right into it. Okay?
Oke, ya ini kalau mereka dia dada, dia banyak anak kecil di sini. Ya mereka sudah nyampe tangan dua, badannya diputar. Areanya masih begitu yang tadi ya. Badannya diputar. Ya padahal kita maunya gimana? Sampai tangan dua, dia ke atas. Sama kayak mau telepon tadi. Terus langsung posisi streamline enggak? Terus ya.
Great exercise. We'll see a great drill here later on that focuses on what to do and how to bring your knees to your chest as quickly as possible. But again, the shortest line from A to B is a straight line. So there's no reason to touch and turn when the straight line is right here.
Ya, pembalikan jadi dari berenang itu kan dari A ke B itu lurus posisinya ya. Jadi nggak apa gunanya kita pilih terus putar ya. Padahal lain kita dari sini langsung begini. Dan kita akan lihat drill-drill yang bisa membantu supaya lututnya bisa naik ke dada.
So this is that drill. Okay. Lay flat, you're in a Superman position, on your stomach, you're bringing your knees up to your chest, and if you don't stop yourself, you just go into a natural back somersault.
Ya, ini adalah contoh dari drillnya itu ya. Kita ada posisi telentang seperti itu, dan secepat-cepatnya dibawa lututnya ke dada. Dan kalau cukup kuat, bisa muter.
Again, if you can drive those knees up to your chest as fast as you can, it's inevitable. You cannot stop it. You're going to do a backwards somersault. Knees to chest is the most important skill for a breast or a butterfly turn.
Ya, kalau dengan drill ini, kalau posisi kalian terlentang, lututnya bisa kamu bawa secepat-cepatnya ke dada, maka putar salto ke belakang itu nggak bisa dihindari.
Okay. Another great drill. 2 turns without the wall. Okay. 2 turns without the wall. You can do freestyle turns, backstroke turns, breaststroke, butterfly. Don't want you to think so much about what this drill actually is and what it's doing specifically. What I want you to think about is the idea of doing turns without the wall. Okay, it really teaches your athlete body awareness. And if they can have fast turns without the wall there, then it's that much easier to do it with the wall there.
Ya, jadi yang kedua bisa dilakukan membalikan dia dada tubuh tapi tanpa dinding. Ya, kayak tadi itu ya, tanpa dinding.
And again, here's a mid-pull turn, breaststroke.
Bukan kayak dada, belum sampai dinding udah putar.
You can see that knees to chest is extremely powerful, creates that momentum. You don't have to worry about a wall there. Just focus on the turn itself.
Ya, yang penting lututnya dibawa ke dada itu supaya pembalikan cepat. Ya, itu tanpa dinding pembalikan.
Same thing for butterfly. Okay. Again, I challenge you to be creative. Think outside the box. Do things, not just to do different things, but do things that you think might be a new and creative way of coaching.
Ya, konsepnya menantang kalian untuk kreatif. Ya, pikir sesuatu. Sekarang kita udah tahu kuncinya, lututnya harus bawa ke dada. Dengan apa yang baru yang bisa kita kasih ke anak-anak itu? Supaya mereka bisa melakukan kebaikan yang baik.
All right, so fly the back turn, we'll see here. This is Katinka Hosu, Hungarian superstar. Okay, it's very similar to a fly turn or a fly to back turn in a sense where they're driving those knees up. Okay, but instead of pushing off on their side, you're just pushing off on their back.
Ya, ini pembalikan dari Katinka Hosu ya, juara dunia negatif. Ya, ini pembalikan dari punggung ke punggung. Sama aja, punggung ke punggung sama punggung atau punggung dada sama. Cuman bedanya punggung dia posisinya tetap.
Turns are not a time to rest. Turns are not a time to get extra breath. Turns are not a time to look and see where your competition is. Turns are a time to get faster, create speed, and to separate yourself from your competition.
Ya, itu bagus sekali ya. Jadi pembalikan itu bukan waktu untuk istirahat, bukan waktu untuk pelan, bukan waktu untuk melihat musuh nanti, ya, tapi gunakan pembalikan untuk lebih cepat, untuk meninggalkan lawan-lawan.
Alright, so next we go back to breast turns. We got two people demonstrating first, Caitlin Sandino. Okay, this is called a crossover turn. It's called that because you're crossing over your body. Caitlin does an earlier version of it. One we'll see next is Eric Chanteau. He does a newer version of it.
Dari punggung ke dada, ya, Sandino ini pembalikan punggung ke dada yang versi lama, ya. Nanti di sini kita mau lihat yang versi baru, tapi kembalikan bagus ya, absolut betul.
Gimana itu? Ya anu udah tau. Karena aja pasti kita sampai pas jalan tengah plus kan kita tanah aja tar gede. Iya teh, kayak kebun.
There's Michael Phelps in the back to breast turn. Yeah, this is a later version, a more up-to-date version than Caitlin Sandino.
Ya, ini lebih versi yang lebih baru. Kembalikan punggung ke dada.
And again, what you're doing is you're on your back. Okay, that last stroke, you're rotating, but before you get over onto your, what they call your breast, your chest, and you get disqualified, you're touching the wall, then you're coming over into a forward somersault, coming off into breaststroke.
Ya, jadi caranya punggung itu sebelum muter, sebelum kita ada di posisi dada kita ini di bawah, kita harus sentuh dinding dulu, baru salto. Ya, idenya seperti itu. Tangannya harus sentuh sebelum kita taruh posisinya.
Boleh bertanya?
Yes, sir.
Mumpung gaya punggung. Sekarang kan gaya punggung terbaru untuk finish ya. Untuk finish di mana masuk sudah 5 meter dia udah bisa dive ya. Nah, untuk pembalikan punggung itu sendiri bisa dilakukan untuk pembalikan ke gaya dada enggak? Finish kan itu finish ya. Nah, itu bisa digunakan untuk pembalikan enggak? Terima kasih.
My understanding, Mr. Soman, you can help us out. My understanding is the backstroke rule is only changed for a finish, not for a turn.
Only finish.
They can do it from back to breast.
You cannot submerge. No.
No.
Only for the finish.
Tapi untuk finish yang sekarang yang terbaru itu udah dipakai di sana. Udah.
So you apply, right? The new rules, the 5 meter.
New rules are effective, yes,
Ya, udah efektif.
Udah efektif.
yes.
Oke. Jadi biar nggak ragu-ragu kita pakai juga.
Sir.
Ya, ini gimana?
Ada Indonesia dipakai dari kamar di Indonesia. Bukan mata. Nanti ditis lagi.
Okay. Found one of the competition. They're making a turn from backstroke to breaststroke after they touch the wall and then the back. What do you think about it?
It's legal?
After this,
No, yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It's up.
it's legal. Yeah, as long as they finish their backstroke and then they do the backflip and then they do the
So according to the rules, it is legal. In my opinion, it's slow. I think the back to breast turn is that we're showing and about to show here. I think that's the way to go.
Jadi pertanyaannya kalau sudah ada boleh nggak? Ya, asal dia tangannya untuk dinding nggak masalah.
Santo.
All right. So looking on your manual, you can see Eric Chanteau. For some reason, my computer is having some issues this afternoon, but Eric Chanteau has a YouTube video that explains in great detail how to do that back to breaststroke turn. It's the best YouTube video that I've seen on that back to breast turn. You can just Google Eric Chanteau back to breast turn. It'll come up, and it is a great video for you and for kids to follow along on how to do a good back to breast turn.
Ya, ini videonya hilang, jadi kalau dicatat, dari satu itu dari sendiri di YouTube ya, itu ada penjelasan tentang bagaimana caranya satu membalikkan dari tubuh ke dada, dan itu menurut coach adalah yang video yang terbaik yang pernah dilihat untuk membalikkan tubuh ke dada.
All right, so this is Phelps, 2016. Okay, he's on the quest for a 12, 16, 4 200 IM gold medals in a row. Okay, the swim breast, the free last turn here. Watch how he just demolishes everybody on this last hole.
Jadi membalikkan Michael Phelps dari dada ke bebas.
Goes into it with maybe a quarter of a body length lead, comes out almost a full body length.
Ya, lihat dadanya nggak jauh ya. Pas berangkat dada nggak terlalu jauh. Finish.
Right here.
Tapi begitu bebas.
Yeah. Watch it one more time. Just incredible. So again, make the commitment with turns. Okay, make them a focus in your program. Okay, develop team pride. Try and be the best team in your state, in your province, in the country when it comes to turns.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So take the test. Okay. Want to talk about some important rules. So first and foremost, the name of the organization that determines all international swimming rules is called World Aquatics. It's called FINA, F-I-N-A. World Aquatics is this new organization. Mr. So is very involved. He is someone that you should definitely talk to about World Aquatics.
Ya, kita akan bicarakan beberapa peraturan ya untuk renang. Ya, ini semua aturan ini diatur oleh satu organisasi dunia renang, ya renang dunia yang dulu namanya FINA sekarang jadi World Aquatic.
World Aquatic, ya.
They have just passed 3 big rules that we want to talk about to make sure you guys understand. The first we were just talking about is how you finish in backstroke. Before, when you were finishing a race in backstroke, you had to have some part of your body above the water, on top of the water.
Ya, aturan pertama yang mau dibahas adalah finish gaya punggung. Ya, aturan lama finish gaya punggung itu kita harus ada bagian
Kelihatan.
yang keluar dari air.
Now, as this new rule has changed, you do not have to have anything on top of the water. You can be completely submerged when you finish in backstroke.
Ya, peraturan barunya sekarang nggak perlu lagi finish itu kelihatan ada bagian tubuh kita yang
Kelihatan.
keluar. Ya, kita boleh semuanya masuk ke dalam.
The second rule we're going to talk about tomorrow, but World Aquatics has now passed a rule where you can wear wearables, these electronic devices that give you instant feedback. It won't give you instant feedback, but it can give your coach instant feedback. So we're going to talk about some of those different companies, different products that are made out there. Now that wearables are allowed, I think you'll see athletes either have things in their caps, things around their wrists, things maybe in their suit that are measuring different things. Heart rate, stroke rate, distance per stroke, all sorts of science is going to be coming into our sport.
Ya, aturan keduanya adalah sekarang kita boleh pakai alat-alat yang bisa mengukur ya, saya mengukur atlet kita atau kecepatan kita. Jadi jangan bingung pada kejuaraan dunia nanti ada yang pakai sesuatu di topinya misalnya. Ya, karena itu penting buat pelatih untuk mengevaluasi. Jadi sekarang boleh atau pakai jam misalnya. Nah, tadinya disuruh kalau yang alat-alat.
Ketika tanding pakai alat bisa.
Boleh bisa.
Termasuk alat komunikasi ini.
Boleh. Jadi boleh telepon-teleponan sama.
Nggak ada kan yang ada yang baru. Jadi di mana Brian ada passing kan, bisa menginformasikan nih kamu sudah terakhir harus ini. Iya. Mereka tertawa belum tahu. Mereka mereka sekarang barusan tertawain, nggak belum tahu gitu. Bakal komunikasi itu udah ada.
Jangan cuek ya. Ada websitenya namanya World Aquatic. Dan kalau ada keluar peraturan baru, tolong dipelajari. Itu tanggung jawab kita sebagai pelatih, bukan atlet.
Nah, untuk itu, oke. Untuk itu mungkin nanti Coach Chat bisa bagiin untuk peraturan terbaru.
Ya, harus di-download sendiri.
Oh, download sendiri.
World Aquatic website, right?
Oh, oke.
Nanti ketik World Aquatic ada websitenya. Nanti ada rules-rules itu panjang sebetulnya. Yang sebetulnya ganti cuma 3, tapi ya keluarnya semuanya.
Iya.
Semua aturannya juga ada beberapa SW gitu. Yang untuk swimming. Okay.
Alright. Who's ready to take a test?
Sudah siap, tugas.
Oke. Yo, ayo ready.
Alright. Tests are going to be passed out. Students on their way.
Ya, tesnya sudah dibagikan.
Hello dong.
Is there anyone
Om Jaja.
who's here for level 2 that wasn't here for level
Om Ain.
Siapa di sini yang hadir di level 2 tapi tidak hadir di level 1? Ya. Semuanya hadir level 1 ya, dan ikut tesnya ya. Apa ikut level 1? Ada berapa orang yang enggak ikut level 1?
So again, as a reminder, we're taking the test.
Oke. Untuk hari ini stepnya kita sudah beres ya. Kita lanjut besok level 3 ya. Level 3 oke? Oke, see you next time, bye bye. Coach?
Ya sama.
Oke. Nabil. Nabil.
Dicabut.
Oke. Om Ain. Belum di